we proceed with 9 chapter or chapter 9, that is achieving your goals. 9 chapter, that is achieving your goals. So also we have to read the introduction of this module so as to know the important areas which we'll discuss on this chapter. So in this chapter, the introduction of this chapter is in Standard 4, you learned about positive thinking, which involves thinking and developing curiosity to reach your goals. In this chapter, you will learn the strategies for enriching your goals and evaluating your efforts and self-discipline. You will also learn how to analyze things and compare them during learning progress to achieve your goals. Strategies for achieving goals. So in this chapter, when you were at Standard 4, you learned a lot about positive thinking. Also things which can develop your curiosity, or to develop curiosity to reach your goals. So what are the things which you can do so as to reach your goals? But in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the strategies. We have to what are the strategies which we may do so as to reach, so as to make our goals to be successful. So that is a main key issue which we are going to discuss about in this chapter. So I think everyone has his or her goals. So maybe he or she wants to be a doctor, or wants or prefers to be a lawyer, an accountant, a driver, a pilot, and among others. So if you prefer more to reach on that or in a particular goals, what are the strategies which can help you to reach your goals which you have? So this chapter will help you to know what are the strategies which I can do so as to reach my goals, so also as to reach your goals. So that is a chapter which we are talking here. So we have to start looking the meaning of goals. So what are the goals? Goals is the thing you aim to achieve. So anything which you aim to achieve, that is a goal. So if we want to become a teacher like myself, that is your goal. If you want to become a doctor, that is your goal. If you want to become a professor, that is your goal. So anything that you aim to achieve, that is a goal which you have. So also goals give you a direction when you're doing something to get positive incomes. Also goals stand there as a framework, so as to direct us. Maybe I want to be a doctor. So if I want to be a doctor, what are the strategies which I can do so as to become a doctor? So if we have our goals also, if we have realized our goals also, it helps us to know specific strategies so as to achieve our goals. That's why, you know, if I want to pass here so as to reach there, so I must pass here, there, so as to reach at that point. Also, if you want to become a pilot, what are the strategies which will make you to become a pilot? So those issues, or all procedure, or all things, or anything which we do so as to become in a particular situation, that is a direction which are given us through goals which we have. Also, they help you to determine what to do. Also, goals will help you to know what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do, and whom to involve. Also, if you know that if I want to be a lawyer, I must cooperate with them so as to get ABC of which are concerned to the lawyers. So also it helps us to know whom we can involve with. After setting your goals, you can easily identify the right decision to enable you to achieve your goals. So you may ask yourself, how have you set your goals and the strategies to achieve them? So here you have to ask yourself, so how can I set my goals, and what are the strategies to reach my goals? So also you have to ask such something like that. So in order to achieve your goals, it is important to analyze your expectations. So if you have your goal, also you have to realize or to make analysis of expectations which you expect to get. So also you have to ask the issues like that. Also, evaluating in pursuing your goal. So also, after realizing that, after making realization about your goals and make strategies so as to reach your goals, also you have to make analysis about your goals. So don't expect to have a certain goals without make analysis or doing evaluation about your goals. So here we have to know the meaning of evaluation so as to compare with it. How can we make evaluation with our goals or about our goals? So evaluation is usually done during and after the implementation of a certain task or activity. So anything which we usually done or which we usually do during or after implementation of your task or your activity, that is evaluation. During the implementation, you should know whether the strategies used were correct or not. So here, when you make evaluation about your goals or about the strategies which will do so as to become or to reach your goals, before or after, you have to make analysis to observe those strategies. Are they wrong or right? What are the challenges which have faced you when you were trying to become, when you were trying to fight so as to reach your goals? So you will realize that I used this strategy, but this was so dangerous to me, or this created some sort of hard hardship when I was trying to fight so as to reach my goals. So also you have to make analysis pursuing your goals. So here this will help you when you have your expectation or another goal, or when you set another goal, it will help you to know what best strategies which I can do so as to reach on that goals which you targeted to reach. So that is evaluation in pursuing goals. Also, after that, I think there is a task here which you may ask yourself so as to get several issues. So also, which challenges which faced you when you were trying to fight about your goals. So here you will see a lot of challenges maybe which can face anybody when he or she was trying to reach or to fight so as to achieve his or her goals. So that is challenges, or we can call enemies, which can be faced us when we are trying to fight in our goals. So you may read this story so as to answer questions that will fall, and you will see those goals which you are talking, those challenges which can face you when you are trying to fight, or when you are trying when you are trying to become or to reach your goals. So you see, after reading that, I think there is an example here. What goal did Nema and Athman set at 50? So if you have read on this story, you will see the goal set by Nema and Athman. So these are two people who are being, these are two pupils which have been talked a lot in this story. So if you can read it, you can try to answer these questions concerning in this chapter. So also after making challenges which faced you when you were trying to reach your goals, so I think you will determine several challenges. So after realizing, or after making realization about those challenges which faced you, I think you have to address challenges in pursuing goals. So it will help you, as I said, it will help you to change approaches. If you set another goal, if you have learned or you have get experience at the first, when you are fighting for a first goal, also you can make changes when you will be fighting for another goal, as you learned on the first approaches which you were or which you have conducted. So that is addressing challenges, pursuing goals, as appear here. So here you may read this dialogue also so as to answer these questions. Mention the challenges facing Juma as it was in the first task, as appeared here. Being disciplined. So here we have to learn the meaning of discipline. Discipline is nidham. So we have to know the meaning of discipline. Discipline is one of the most important requirements towards achieving your goals. So due to this has made some people to say that no discipline, no success. No discipline, no success. Or no success, no discipline. So you have to make sure that if we want to achieve your goals, you should make sure that discipline will be front line when you will be approaching your goals. So you have to put your discipline on front of you, and this will be a best requirement to reach your goals easily. So discipline is the ability to control and read yourself. So the ability to control, to direct yourself, that is discipline. To control and read, so you can read yourself. So that is discipline which you are talking. One of the actions that portray discipline is to do the right things without being supervised. So we can consider you as you have discipline if you can do right things without controlling you or without supervised by anybody. So there are some people who can do some things without any kind of supervision from another person. A disciplined pupil usually puts more effort into doing activities both in class and out of class. He or she willingly follows school rules and regulations, such as a pupil usually sets goals and makes follow-ups on the pursuit. So here you can see you are a student or you are a pupil. You are a pupil. So if you are a pupil, you have to make sure that you observe those school regulations, those school rules, and among others. So if you can do so, you can consider you as you have a discipline. So that is discipline as we learned. Also, you can ask yourself or you can think yourself about it, and you can read those story, and you can learn a lot of issues, and you can answer these questions as what is discipline. I think we have started there. Outline actions of disciplined person. So what are the elements of a person what are the elements of a person who has discipline? Outlining what you will start doing in order to create a sense of discipline. How can discipline help you to set and achieve your goals? So you have seen here that discipline is a key of any success. So discipline, you should make sure that discipline will be your protective measure so as to achieve your goals. So after that, I think you also can learning and analyzing things critically. So here there are several issues here. That is, being curious refers to the tendency of finding the truth about something. So if you are a person who does not want to do anything without making critical analysis, you have to know that I'm a person who I can learn or analyze things critically. So we are advised here that if we want to perform anything, first of all we have to discuss, or first of all we have critically discuss or make analysis before of doing that thing. That will help us to know if that something has a negative impact or have positive impact. If it has a lot of negative impact, we can left it so as to be out of those negative impact that may come on our life. So also that is learning and learning by analyzing things critically. So we have to analyze the things critically. We have to use our mind so as to make analysis. And this will help us to know the wrong things and the right things. The things which have advantages and the things which have disadvantages. So as to left those which have disadvantages. Also questioning about things. So here anything which you do, you should make sure that you question yourself or others which you think they can help you to know something which you demand to do. That is questioning about something. So you are trying to ask yourself before, you are trying to ask yourself before doing something. That is a question about something. So here we have to ask ourselves before we have not engaged doing a particular task or doing anything. So you can read here a story and also you can answer several questions as they appear. So there is purpose of questioning in our daily life. So if we can question a thing before performing that something, what are the purpose of doing so? So it may help us to know that if I can do it, this has negative impacts. So if I have negative impacts, I will not do it due to its negative impacts which may face me either physically or mentally. And also, yes, I can do it. That's why if I can do it, there is no negative impacts, neither physically nor mentally. So you can do it. There is no any negative impact that can harm ourselves. So that is our purpose of questioning in our life. Also, we can learn other people's experience. So here we may learn a lot of things by finding the people who have a certain experience in a particular field or in a particular place. So this will help us to get experience of different things. How can we perform different things? So that is another issue. So also you may read this story so as to answer the question which are here. Like the first question, what have you learned from Julius and Chakubanga's friendship? So if I read that story, I think it will help you to know that I learned this and this from Julius and Chakubanga's friendship. So there are other questions. If you have read that story, I think you can answer these questions. Also, there is another issue, that is evaluation of performance. So evaluation refers to the process of examining something by identifying advantages and disadvantages in order to come up with the right decision. So when we're talking about evaluation, it simply means that when we are trying to examining something by getting its advantages and its advantages, so this advantage so as to come out with so as to come up with the best decision, so as to come with the best decisions. That's why you can't come with best. We can't come with best solutions or best decisions without making examination or without examining the advantages or disadvantages of a particular thing. So that is evaluation. So evaluating performance at a school and at home. So here you have to make evaluation about each and everything which you do at the school or each and everything which you do at the home. Also, when you make evaluation of these two scenarios at the home, either at the home or at the school, you will come up with disadvantages and its disadvantages, either at the home or at the school. So that also will help you to make best solution. So you will make best solution by considering negative or positive impact of that something which you do either at the school or either at the home. So that is evaluating the performance at school and the home. So you are a pupil, so you have to make sure that each and everything which you do at the home or at the school, do they have advantages or disadvantages? So if you know disadvantages and disadvantages, also it will help you to make the best solution. So that is evaluating performance at the school or at the home. So that is something which, so you can read that story so as to answer these questions as when parents, describe how evaluation is conducted in your school. So evaluation, you can see that there is examinations, performing practical activities, or how pupils are being engaged in extra curriculum activities, and among others. So also, if you have read it, I think you can answer this question. So you may answer these questions as follow in this end of our chapter, so as to know, it will help you to evaluate yourself. Have you understood this topic or not? So let us end here. We shall continue on chapter 10. Thank you for listening me. Thank you for your being attentive from what we were discussing in this session. See you on another session.